All right. All right. What's up, YouTube? We are here with,
EJ.
and what did you do this past weekend at the Providence Rhode Island Regionals?
I got top four this past weekend.
Awesome. What deck did you play?
Played Fire King Snake Eye.
Best deck in the format. Nothing
Yeah,
beats it. Seems like.
yeah,
Before we get
yeah.
started with this deck
My
profile,
my
I'm
my
sorry.
personal
Sorry. I,
yeah. In my personal opinion, I think like this variant is probably like the strongest just because it's not as linear as the pure version.
mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right. Do you have any shout outs before we get started with this deck profile?
Oh yeah. Shout out my team on the grind, TCG. Check them out. TCG players, team on the grind. Also check out our YouTube channel, team on the grind. Shout out to my sponsor, team captain, Joe Madden. PM him for all your needs and cards, and just shout out the team in general. Shout out all my friends from East Coast, Rescue Gaming. Shout out Fabi Rigo. Great place to play Yu-Gi-Oh here in the Northeast in Rhode Island. Also shout out all my friends back in Indiana that I've made over the past year, such as yourself on the receiving end, Sean, Matt Orta, Joel, his brother Juan, Javi, Peter, my homie Goff. Shout out Goff, and the rest of my friends and my testing buddies and stuff like that. Double Cam, Austin, um, Christian, uh, Andrew, and yeah, just the rest of the boys, stuff like that.
All right. Well, without further ado, please show us the top four goo.
All right, so let's get started. Everyone, it's pretty self-explanatory. Three Snake Eye Ash, um, two Poplar, one Oak, one Flame Birch. Everyone knows what these cards do. They're insane. One Snake Eye Ash, and you're starting play, and no one hand traps you. It's like full board, full combo. Yeah, it's pretty hard to crack. So everyone knows what the cards do.
Only one flame
I
birch,
like
not
to
two.
play. Yeah. So in this version, it's really hard to like play other Flame Birds just because like you play the Fire King package, and Garunix by itself is just like a brick in hand. So like you don't never necessarily want to have like um conflicting and like hard opening this, and Garunix is like really bad, and then you're like playing on like 1 to 2 cards because ideally the math behind it is like you play enough big guys to supplement enough of little guys to like combo and bridge each other. So as you want to have like a 0.63% chance of opening up like double hand trap starter, and necessarily if you open up a brick you can still combo and play through your opponent's hand traps if they open up hand traps. So yeah, only one flame bridge, and it was
Bang.
fine all day.
All right.
I played Temple. Temple's insane. If you're not playing Temple, you should be playing Temple in your main deck. You should not be siding it. It helps when you play against the weird matchups like Flu or any other shifter deck in the main or post side. This card's insane. It allows you to have follow up and or like have some sort of interruption on your opponent's turn. If you're having, and also if you have like open up like double hand trap and a way to play and to like get to this, and your poplar doesn't get stopped, you just have this set up, your oak in the spawn trap card zone, and then like you set up like IP standard like SP line with like double hand trap. Really hard to die into that. Or you could set up this with a flame birch here, and then like play really passive, and then like set up a goo card in my extra deck that I'm show after this.
All right.
Of course, the one OSS. I elected to play two witch. I don't like triple witch just because the math doesn't really hurt the percentage. It's like 0.2% chance of like opening up a starter plus an extender. So like two doesn't really change that number as much as um and you never want to be in a situation where you're opening up like one to too many ass and like having a dead wanted in your hand, because like essentially like those all do the same thing. You know what I mean? So two is just fine, perfect. Three wanted, three bonfire. They're my hands all weekend were insane just because like the ratios I played and my deck count of 44. My hands were insane all weekend. So like opening up like double the triple hand trap, starting hands and like starter and extender, way to play, and then like I lost all my dice roll this weekend except for
Oh
one.
wow.
My round seven, I won my first dice roll of the day, and like my 6 cards were like always insane. It was always an extender, a way to push through opponents' boards, or like if I double hand trapped in the correct spots, they had like such a fragile, weak fragile board, and like they couldn't really stop like past the first extender, let alone two. Um, and you know, the one broken one of since it came out in 2012, 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Best card in the deck, in my opinion. Best extender. It bridges both the engines together, and some instances, like I want to say, 4 out of my 8 rounds today, I opened up Oak plus starter, and I was able to like save this in my hand just in case like this got stopped. I would have this my normal summon plus whatever I sent off of it was another level 1 fire. So it was just like this, this, and this. Like it's very hard to lose with opening up these two. It's very hard to lose. And now the Fire King engine: one Ponix, one Arvada, 3 Kieran, 1 Garunix, Island, Sanctuary. So many lists in America, like out here in the States, they play 2 Kieran. I decided to play 3. I've been on 3 ever since I want to say end of YCS Riley. I seen a lot of the nationals and Euros. They were on 3 just because like you want to see this in your opening hand, just because it gives you just more gas to play through like